Alrighty, so there you can see is the box and how it came from Modiphius. It was packaged pretty well. That was the packing slip right there. As you can see, it's pretty packaged, pretty good. So what I did is I cut it open, and everything kind of comes out in a package here. We'll get rid of that. So as we can see, they even put it in a nice little baggie here, so it would all be safe. And man, they make it tough. They tape the crap out of it. All right, so let's see here. We got 2 sets. Okay, those are the Dark Legion dice. As I'm being the GM for our local game here, I thought that was appropriate for the GM. And then these are your combat dice, or your damage dice. And in Mutant Chronicles, they're a little bit different. 1s, 2s, and 6s do stuff. Everything else is kind of moot. And a 6 has this little Dark Legion symbol right there, as you can see. Let me zoom in pretty close on that. And then there you go. And so every time you roll a 6, that's a advantage, or combat. You get momentum, so to speak, or you can activate certain criticals on the weapon. That's just the packing slip. You don't need that. And then, of course, the big thing. Mutant Chronicles GMScreen. I am proud to say that I own first, second, and now third edition of all of the Mutant Chronicles stuff. So this is awesome. Sorry for the shadow again off of my cell phone. Here's the back of it. It is shrink wrapped. Bury your heresy deep. So I'm hoping this comes with an adventure. It doesn't. Looks like there might be a small pamphlet in there. There's been some confusion on the website. One thing I read said it includes an adventure. One thing I read said it doesn't. So I'm not quite sure. And then supposedly there's some screens that are double copies, some sort of health screen or something. It was an issue. I don't know if they fixed it in the print runs or not. The PDF copy I downloaded did not have an adventure in it. It was just the GMScreen with the art in 2 different formats. So I don't know. We are both learning here together, and it appears to me to be just a GMScreen. Oh, nope. There is a pamphlet. Here we go. Excellent. As you can see what I'm seeing, yes, we've got how many pages of goodness here? 15 pages of goodness. So this should be cool. This is pretty exciting, and it's, like I said, I'm not exactly sure what's inside of here. Intrigue Initiator. So all kinds of information for the GM on different types of games to run, action adventure. I guess you can war, all kinds of stuff. So definitely tasty there. But come on, this is what we really want. Dice are nice. You can never have enough dice, but it's the GMScreen, baby. Let's see what this bad boy looks like. So there's the inside of the GMScreen. Natural healing table. Natural, yep, they sure did. So this is what everybody was complaining about. Right here, it's a natural healing table, and then it's repeated again down here. And they were supposed to have fixed it on the PDF copy. I re-downloaded the PDF copy. I did not get a copy of the adventure, or whatever the pamphlet is here, and it still had the double copied stuff. So that's the full GMScreen, which is basically just the art on the cover of the core rule book. And then it goes over to that side, and there's nothing on that side. Or is there? It's hard to see. There we go. Yeah, it looks like it's a Bauhaus guy. It's kind of dark, though. Even in the light here, it's... There you go. There you can see him. Looks like a Bauhaus guy. Some Bauhaus mutants or something that have gone crazy. I don't know. Not quite sure. Yeah, that looks like a Bauhaus Mutant right there, my big fat thumb. So anyway, that is the GM screen. And again, this was a Gen Con special. They had a code on their website that said if those who couldn't afford to go to Gen Con, use this code and get free shipping. And since all this stuff is coming from Europe, I couldn't pass it up. It was a great deal. So I got $40 worth of stuff without having to pay almost $20 in shipping. So for me, it was a win-win, and I wanted the GM screen. So anyway, that's the GM screen. And like I said, right here and right here is a duplicate of the natural healing table. And again, I think they're supposed to be releasing an errata. Cut it out, tape it over one of them. You're good to go. So again, really nice screen. I think it's worth it. It was worth the money. That was $30 for the screen, but I'm not sure if I got a discount or not because I bought some dice too. And the dice, like I said, are really nice. They're the specific damage dice. And then, of course, the Dark Legion dice here, and they've got capital dice, Bauhaus dice, and so on and so forth, all in the different colors. What I really wanted was these because they really make doing combat a lot easier. As you can see, it's got a little pip there for 1 wound, 2 wounds, and then a 3, 4, and 5 are nothing, and then a 6 is, like I said, activates momentum or critical or whatever. Does extra, whatever the weapon's special qualities are. So very cool. I'm quite happy. I'm gonna read into this here in just a minute, but I'll go ahead and process these videos, and then we'll get them uploaded. So again, this is Mutant Chronicles GMScreen and combat dice and Dark Legionnaire dice, which I'm going to use as my GM dice for the game. So anyway, peace, love, and happiness, everybody. This is Mr. Mean signing off with another mini review here of role-playing games. Thanks a lot. Bye.